Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Today is what I call a bonus day, and the reason is this. The weather guessers, they got it all wrong for today. They were calling for about 70-80% chance of rain today, and we got about 5 minutes of rain this morning, and I think it's all over. And it appears that it's going to stay dry for at least the next week or so. It is going to get colder, but I am taking advantage of the nice weather here. I came out here to work on this road. If you've been following our channel for a while, you know I've been working on this little clearing project out here as time allows. It's come out really nice. I do have to go that way a little bit further, a little bit that direction. I planted some winter rye on it just to put some cover on it for the winter, and plus the deer seem to really like it. So I got this clearing going right here, and I'd like to have this all finished up by springtime. And what I mean by that is all the trees out, all the firewood cut up, all the stumps, all that stuff. And I'd also like to get this done. This is the road going back to the house. I do have a trail that comes out here, but you really can't use it for much besides tractors and equipment. You can't pull a trailer back here or anything like that. I need a good road, and it's gonna go this way, as you can see. This is actually gonna work out really well. I don't know if you can see, but I kind of have a tree line right here, bigger trees. They're gonna stay. And then over on this side here, there's kind of a tree line right there. So in between those two, that all has to go. Once I get up on the hill there, there's a little rise right there. I'll probably have to get a little bit wider because I'm gonna have to cut some dirt out of there. We'll bring some down into here and some will go the other direction. We'll have a little cut and fill operation going. But I think it's gonna look really good and also be really useful. You know, I'll wait till springtime to get it all graded up, and we'll probably use geotextile, go do the whole 9 yards, make a good road here and be done with it, so we can access this area of the property for future use. So I've been trying to clean up as I go. I take all the leaves and just a little bit of topsoil to the low side. Eventually, where that old trail is down there, I can kind of fill that in with that stuff. And then all the stumps and trees I'm piling up on the high side as I go. Just try to keep things cleaned up and tracked in a little bit. The stump holes I'm doing my best with to get them compacted. But like I mentioned, I'll definitely use geotextile on this road. And plus, leaving it sit over winter will help before you do like the final grading, you know what I mean? Things will settle down. But trees are a lot of work. I mean, they're a great resource. I love trees. I get firewood out of trees. I get lumber out of trees. They're beautiful. Good for the wildlife. Great thing to have around. However, they are a lot of work. If you think about what we spend in a year cleaning up, you know, storm damaged trees, blowing leaves, all that kind of stuff. They're a lot of work. And clearing trees, that takes a lot of effort as well. I saw a post on a tractor forum the other day. Some guy said he bought, I forget, 20 acres or something, and he wanted to clear 15 acres of hardwoods, and he wanted to know what size tractor he should get. And I didn't reply or anything, but I was thinking to myself, whichever one lasts a lifetime, because that's how long it would take to clear 15 acres of trees with a tractor. It's just not the right tool for the job. You can do it, it's just going to take forever. Even this, I've got this excavator and a skid loader, and you know, I can move right along, but on big clearing jobs, you don't see them using a 13,000 pound excavator. It takes big horsepower machines, lots of weight. But for what I'm doing, this machine and the skid loader works pretty good. I've had some stumps though that some of the bigger oaks, I might spend, you know, 45 minutes on one big stump getting it out of the ground, and then you still have to deal with that stump. I got a little smooth sailing here for a little bit before I get in any more trees. Once I get up there a little bit, I'll get on the other side of them and start pushing them over in the roadway here. I love this rake, I do. Everybody always asks about this rake, and I've answered it 100 times, but it is a Werk Brau rake, and it's 24 inches. At first I thought I wanted one that was a little bit wider than that, like maybe a 3-footer. You know, that would be probably better for what I'm doing right here, just kind of raking the forest floor. But that's about all it would be better for. I use this for digging stumps, moving logs, ripping down trees. I actually leave this on the excavator most of the time. Very seldom do I have a bucket on it anymore, unless it's the, you know, I'm digging ditches or cleaning ditches, things like that. I'll use that new tilt bucket I got, but most always have the rake on the excavator. I tell you though, Melissa and I were talking this morning, we're both actually ready for winter. The weather has been so up and down as far as the temperature goes. I mean, and it's like backwards. A lot of times you wake up in the mornings and it's warm, and then it gets cold and warm again overnight. Usually it's the other way around. See, like this stuff here, it's got all those leaves mixed in with it, some roots, a little bit of topsoil. That stuff will break down nice. And I'll use this to kind of reclaim the old trail down there. Those trails, they kind of get rutted up, or you know, they get high on the sides and then they hold water, so it'd be good to get it back to what the existing grade was. All right, this little maple here to my right, I'm debating on taking that one down right now. I may wait on it. Let's see what kind of shape it's in. Looks okay. We'll leave that one for now. Dead one here. For some reason, a lot of the white oaks in this area right here, they seem to die before they get very big at all right in this area. The red oaks do really well. Clean up some more of these leaves and a little bit of the topsoil here, and then we will take that one down. Whew, it's hot in here. I'm gonna open a window. I had the heat on, turned way down, but it gets cooking pretty quick. All right. I don't know, we got a lot of hard lean to the left there. Oh, that thing is dead. Wow. You see that? When I said it wasn't long for this world, I wasn't kidding. The stump's still kind of tight, but there is nothing left of that tree. All right, we are moving along. I got about 200 feet done in about 2 hours. Not too shabby, about 100 feet an hour. Now, like right in here, I'm gonna get into some more trees. Got a little red oak right here, nice firewood, maple, another oak, but like that big one up there stays, big one over there stays, and we'll go right up over that hill. Once we get up on top of that hill, there's just a bunch of small ones. They'll come out pretty quick, and I'm gonna kind of flare this out a little bit, widen that out, and we'll have a nice little cut. You know, even if I take 3 or 4 feet out of that, I can fill in on the other side, and then I'll need some on the low side in here. All that, I'm just gonna wait till spring. I'll come in and strip the topsoil off. Things will settle down a little bit over winter where the stump holes are. And yeah, I'm excited. I've wanted a road back here for the longest time, and it's gonna be good. This is that tree. Where the stump was giving me the fits. There is nothing left of that. Catch you on the next one.